And we're back.
What up, everybody?
Woo!
Off the Record Podcast.
I wonder how fast you're going to eventually get to
I'm getting there. That's what I'm trying to do. See as quickly as humanly possible.
Do you like stand in front of the mirror and rehearse that? Like, off the record podcast, off the record podcast, off the record podcast?
No.
Oh, that'd be
But there are other things that I recite in front of the mirror, though.
Okay.
You know.
Like
and
how to say your
people
name?
like me.
I'm special.
My mama says.
my mama said, and I was running.
I wanted to play.
They were my special shit.
I wanted to play that intro so the children of Papua New Guinea could hear us tonight, so we would not get banned.
Okay.
We would not get canceled.
In Papua
In
New Guinea.
Uganda?
Yeah, because
Okay.
because every time we play the other one, we always get banned in all them other
That's
countries.
true.
Wow.
So here we are.
Yeah. It's all because of the fucking music.
Yep.
That's right.
It is all because of the music. That is
It is.
why we do this.
Yep,
There you go.
Because of the fucking music.
Notifications. You've been muted in these countries. I'm like,
Fucking
never even knew
Uganda.
that was a country.
That works.
Never even knew.
You are muted in. We had a baby. It's a boy.
We already have people.
Yeah, we do. We'll get to that in a second. Hey, should we introduce our?
Oh yeah,
guest?
we do have people.
Yeah, that's right. We
yes,
do.
yes. Two beautiful gentlemen here.
All right.
I know you guys. Everyone here at the table knows who you are. But in case there's anybody out there in podcast land, who the fuck are you? And what are you doing here?
We're just strangers you guys invited in. You guys had beer and we said sure. Absolutely.
Oh, that's all it takes?
Go for
That's
the
all it
old,
takes.
go for the old beer in the podcast studio trick. Yeah.
That's right. No, my name is Andrew Mack. I am part owner of Legacy at the Riverfront.
I'm Sam Woodyard, part owner of the Legacy at the Riverfront as well.
Outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
Between the both of us, we have a whole
A whole.
That's how math works. You know, two halves make one whole. Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited to go over some what's going on
Yeah.
over there because
Absolutely.
well, you know, anybody in the local music scene noticed that when it was announced, everything like fucking went sideways on the interwebs. It was kind of
No, everything did not.
it did.
No.
Yes, it was
Eh.
fun. I thought it was fun. I love chaos. You got to throw in a little bit of chaos. That's where beauty comes from. Yes.
That's all I've got to say
Here,
about
you
that.
know what? Here, I got to put you on camera so everybody can see you shaking your head. All right, go for it. Do it again. All right, enough of that shit. So anyways,
No, I'm really excited to have you guys on because you guys have actually posted on your Facebook page like some of the changes that you guys have been doing to the venue itself, and that it looks phenomenal. So I have a lot of questions, but one of my questions is what changes have you made already, and what can we expect for more changes coming?
A few changes, subtle, to change the building, what it looks like, to move on to a new chapter. Fencing to protect summers, to kind of obscure both sides of the venue to the restaurant. Actually did some fencing around the back, around the air conditioning units into the back porch is what I call it. We'll be doing a lot of painting. Already did some lighting, painting, roof on both entryways to straighten up that. We're going to do some more work on the venue side to get that straightened up and cleaned up, lit up,
Oh
get
yeah,
some more lighting. We do have power to the sign now, to the Warrior sign,
Good
which will
deal.
change to the Legacy. So we'll have that all lit up and just continue slowly but surely move forward.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. What made you guys want to go into this venture? And
I want to kind of reword our question because I had a similar question. How did this come to be? Like how did it come to be? What was the ideas behind it?
Well,
It's like, can I actually answer that question? I'm not sure if you can.
I can't.
And if you
I
can't,
I
actually,
sort of. So
okay, that's fair.
Shane and I have had discussions about just music in general, and I play in a band, and I've played in several different bands before, and so music's a big part of me. And Shane doesn't really play music, but is an avid lover of music, and we've gotten to some long conversations just about music as a whole. And I think I may have just threw it out. I'm like, why don't we just open a damn bar? I think that's how
Okay.
it done.
Pretty much.
It was pretty much.
Pretty
And
much.
Shane's like, you know what? And it took a little while. I came back, and he was like, that's a good idea. And we actually went through and looked at a few places in town and out of town. Spent a couple weekends looking around, and
Some really bad places.
yeah, some sketchy places. One was it looked like a damn aircraft hangar. It was a huge warehouse.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that'd be awesome to throw like huge parties and stuff like
Yes.
that. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I mean, literally, it's off of
It was
Capitol Circle over by the airport. And then we found out that, well, no, you can't zone it for a bar. That's a thing.
One that smelled like cat piss.
Yeah, one that smelled like cat piss.
oh wow,
That's bad.
But we did look at quite a few, and I was like, let's just ask Chris and see what his thoughts are, and if because I know he was kind of you could tell he's getting burnt out, and I just posed a question. I mean, it's like, hey, what do you think? What's your thoughts? And it took a minute, and he got back to us like, yeah, I would entertain it.
Yeah.
And like, okay, that's all I need. Like, if you want to entertain it, let me talk to Shane, and we'll sit down and talk. And we did, and we've sat down and talked quite a few times to get everything arranged and go back and forth on the ins and outs. And we both kind of came to the agreement that it was going to be a positive thing all the way around for all of us, because he's had his mindset on doing some different avenues and different ventures, which we'll let him speak on that. He's already kind of alluded to that a little bit on Facebook, but he's wanting to carry the charity group to another level, and we wanted to introduce ourselves into the music venue world. So it's just going to be a positive thing all the way around, and that's really kind of where it all stemmed from. Shane, you have anything to?
Just my love of music. I bought a guitar. Thought I wanted to play it. I suck.
Yeah.
I don't have patience for it. I guess I'm going to learn how to play it. I just love live music. I like being a part of the community. I like to address the community. I'm in it all day long. So to me, to give back to the community some music and looking at these young fellows that are come up in the music industry
Yes.
to help bolster things up. Is there a silver bullet anywhere? No, I don't know. I look at things at 1,000 feet. I give opinions to things that I see in the industry and things that I look at and try to apply, like Jeremy and I do in the automotive motorcycle world, and to apply in this business. And some things stick, some things probably won't. I want to have a place to retire. I want something to do that's not automotive. Jeremy, you know what I'm talking about, working on cars and this stuff. I can't do it forever, so that's my out. That's my heart, soul is going to go to it, and that's where I want to be at the end of it. So,
oh yeah,
That reminded me of something when you said young men into music industry. Today is Dylan from Falls Chase's birthday.
happy birthday!
Hey.
happy birthday, Dylan.
Birthday.
That's awesome.
When the announcement was made that that things were changing and you guys are taking over, I was fucking excited. Excited for literally everybody involved. Excited for Chris and Elisa. Excited for you guys. Excited for the community. I mean, it's like everybody is fucking winning in this whole thing. You guys are bringing a new perspective to this venue, and I just couldn't be more excited about the whole situation.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot because I know a lot of people had a lot of doubt and a lot of worry, still do. You know, we're gonna have to prove ourselves, and we know that, and we have no problem giving it our all. You know, 110, 120, 150%. You know, we're fully dedicated to it. I know a lot of people were worried about the local scene, and you know if that was going to go away, and if we were going to.
I don't know if a lot of people is the right term to use for that.
Well, I think that was small.
I think there was one person.
Well, yeah.
No, there was more than that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
There was
All
a
right,
few.
all right.
There's
Fair,
quite a few,
fair.
and it's perfectly fair. I mean, change is scary sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when that's your place, that's your home. Chris has done such an amazing job of building the community up and keeping it going.
Mhm.
I never really put into perspective until I sat back and kind of looked at it. During COVID and everything, he was the one that was still trying to keep everything going. He invited my band to come up and do a video performance, shot the video and everything, and we were able to release that. That was actually our first show. And without that first show, and without that little boost right there, we wouldn't have met Joey. We wouldn't have met some of the other people, Pat. We wouldn't have met those people. So the fact that Chris was forward thinking on that, that was huge. And he kept everything going, and he built a great plateau for where we're a great,
Starting point.
a great starting point for where it's at. Maybe it kind of plateaued a little bit, and maybe that's where it's at right now. But I know he's got other things that he's trying to work on, and we want to keep moving forward. We want to keep the whole thing going. Our plans really is to open it up to everybody. Definitely rock and metal is my love.
Yep.
Everybody knows that. But I do love all music. So country and jazz and blues. And there's 3 freaking stages there, 2 main stages and an acoustic act stage. So, I mean, there's plenty of room to have a lot of different things going on at the same time. We want to incorporate that all. We want to be able to bring in regional acts. We want to bring in national acts too, when the time comes for that. Shane's got a lot of connections. He's got a lot of support in the community around Tallahassee. He's a very sharp businessman. I've learned a lot from him. And business is business, as Shane has said before. It doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yep.
There is a formula to the business, and we do have that mindset, and we do have an outlook and goal of where we want to be. So
To hear that you guys are considering expanding, again, not just rock and metal, which is, I think, speaking for all of us, it's all of our hearts. It certainly is mine. But if you bring in an orchestra, man, my ass will be in the fucking seat. And I mean that very sincerely. If you bring in a good bluegrass band, you're goddamn right, I want to be there.
Mhm.
If you bring in a blues band, I'm there.
Yep.
So to hear that you're really trying to expand is really cool.
Well, it's important. It's important to me that music is exposed. Everybody.
Yeah.
So to have blues, country, whatever the case in point is,
Right.
to have it there and for people to see is brings people to the venue, draws awareness to the community, and the younger guys can be paired with people to elevate them. And like Andrew was talking about, having regional people come through is important. As I expressed to him, Landon and all these guys need to be exposed to different people outside.
Yeah.
I don't know the music industry like you guys do. I'm just a technician that's bought into a system. But again, I train people every day. That's what I do most days. So I look at.
So you're a leader,
right? I look at these young people, and you have to give them a pathway to success. If you let them sit there and flounder, they will never achieve what they need to be achieving.
Damn.
Some are going to make it, some are won't. But the more the ones that
Hold on one second, Rob.
Okay.
You're having dangle.
Uh-oh. And we're back.
Yeah, welcome to the
We're
woods.
busting the stream.
Fucking breaking my internet. I don't know about the internet, but definitely mine.
How's that go, Rob? Dangle flax?
Dingle clacks.
There you go.
What I was getting ready to say though, living in this area, there's a lot of people that listen to country music. I listen to country music myself,
I do too.
and
I do not.
yeah, and that's cool. The point that I'm getting at though is I would be really excited to see how much of a local country music scene there is. We heard a few people recently at I've forgotten the name of the place. Anyway,
Paladin Tree.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Jesus Christ, that was
Get
like,
together, Rob. Get
that
together.
was like yesterday.
You know what it is? It's because you took your coaster home.
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't talk about
The
that.
coaster of
Yeah.
knowledge.
That will be.
it'll be
off
brought
record.
it'll be brought back.
All
it'll be
ass
brought
jewels
back.
will
It-
remain off live stream. You got a couple.
It made its way in my pocket.
Oh, yeah. We got
handful of
Hold
chats.
on. We have a lot of chats. So let's catch up on chats really quick.
Yeah.
Sure.
First of all,
Yeah, we kind of dove in deep
Kaba
there.
Yeah, we
Stone.
did.
Yes,
Woo!
What up, guys? Pew, pew.
respect.
Pew pew.
What's
So
up, guys?
huge, bigger than ever. Shout out to Buck.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Should, can I
Bob
read the
Stone.
thing?
You know, they made an awesome post. It was yesterday talking
Yeah.
about how the music scene is really coming back together, and they were just excited to see that as they're performing. They're seeing more and more people come out. I thought that post was
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it gives me hope and gives us hope that
Yeah,
hey,
absolutely.
the whole thing is going to be bigger than all of us.
Yes.
Oh,
is
big
the
time.
goal.
Exactly.
Yep, I do believe we should.
This for a long time.
Circle of Doom.
There we go.
It's probably because I don't know if it's getting cold or because it's wet or because fuck Doug.
Fuck Doug. That's right. Fuck Doug.
But yeah, if you guys want to see that post, go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, for sure. We have.
Yeah, we're stuck. There we go. Tammy says, "What up, OTR and guests?"
And K
What's up?
videos.
There we go, and
Pat.
still
The internet.
Right?
yeah, son of a bitch ain't even let me hide the.
One more game.
One more time again.
And we're back.
Yeah, tell us how we're coming through. I know we're freezing up a bunch, and if that shit happens again, I might be just doing a different internet route right after I swing by Doug's house.
We need to find out where
Yeah,
he lives.
Pat.
What's up, Pat?
He says, "Hey y'all." Jen says, "Hey
Jen.
y'all."
Hey, Jen.
Hey,
Tribe by Stone says, "Stoked about the new spot." Yeah, it's gonna be
Thank you.
interesting. Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Jarrett says, "Hey you guys." Shout
What's
out
up,
Ember
buddy?
Fading.
We have Thunder the
Thunder
Snake.
Snake says, "Excited
Sweet.
about this."
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Alicia says, "What up?" This is Chris because my Facebook is in jail a couple more days.
Well, damn.
Where's my shocked button?
Uh
You don't say.
Chris was giving him hell.
huh.
Oh yeah. Tammy says, "Happy birthday, Dylan Falls
Yes,
Chase."
happy birthday again.
Jen says, "Happy birthday."
Happy birthday.
Kay says, "Happy birthday, Dylan." Tammy says, "The unknown can be easy for many, but passion can drive it all. Support local." That
Absolutely.
is correct. Jen says, "Chris is the man."
Absolutely too.
Pat
like the
says, "I like the name, The Backyard."
Thank you, Pat.
Backyard.
Tom Taylor says, "Nice podcast, JD. Trade ya. It's negative 19 here now." Yeah,
Dang.
that's my dad. And yeah, Dad, I was looking at the weather, and I think either tomorrow or Friday, your low is negative 37.
Ouch.
Where is he at right now?
Montana.
That's where my dad's at. Billings, Montana.
Oh yeah, mine's in Butte.
Wow.
They used to tell me
Great
how cold it was. I said, "Sucks for you."
Yeah, no.
I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
Yeah.
No part
So
of it.
to entice him to move down here, every once in a while, I'll take a screenshot of his weather and my weather and just send them both. I won't say anything. Just here you go. All right, you're up.
Soul Creek was the best country band from Tally ever. Chris was in it.
Cool.
Oh yeah, with the YouTube link. It's freezing before it's freezing.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's that cold out yet. LOL. I didn't know it was that cold
I don't
out
think
yet.
Pat gets cold.
Yeah.
He's always wearing shorts.
He's always wearing
always,
shorts.
I
Always wearing
noticed
shorts.
that.
And heat rises. You know what I mean? He's up there a bit.
Welcome
And
back.
he says, "Welcome back. How are y'all?"
Josh says, "Hey Andrew,
Oh,
we're
that's
here at
funny.
the practice working hard, you bum."
Yep.
What a dick.
Yep. Skip practice to be here.
Oh, you're special.
Oh, that's right. It's Wednesday.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
It is.
is.
It is Wednesday.
Tragic practices. That's awesome. So, what kind of changes are you like? If you can talk about this, if you want to wait, if it's like a surprise or something, of course, just be
Sure.
like show up. But what are like when you open the doors for the Legacy for the first time? Like, what can we expect?
Well, that's
We would-
That's on a Wednesday or Tuesday. I'd have to look back.
Okay,
So there'd be a lot of differences through the week.
right.
Karaoke, just different events to draw people through the week. With Summers, it will stay open later for sure.
Oh, awesome.
Hell yeah.
12 o'clock all the way up till Thursday, then a midnight,
What?
2 o'clock Thursday on. There is some
That's on the
It'd be a
pub.
new-
That's on the pub
on the
side.
pub side. Now,
Yep.
the first week, the new PA will be going up. So it'd be completely different PA going up in the system. So that's going to take us probably 3 or 4 days
Yeah.
and probably do some things to see how it sounds and get everything dialed in, get the room rung out. And then we're off and kicking, really. I think there's Cupid show the next week. So a showcase from the 69, 96.
96 Nation.
96 Nation. So drawing a fog, but they're coming out and they're going to showcase. I think there's 6 bands coming. So
Hell yeah. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we would like to have an initial big wow factor of changes, but Rome wasn't built in a day. It's
There you go.
going to take a while.
And it takes a village.
Yeah, I mean, even the aesthetics and stuff that we're doing as far as like the paint and everything, it's going to take a while to get everything dialed in. And I was going to post all the progress, but I kind of backed off of that a little bit because really, I don't want people to judge it until it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, people see the progress and they immediately jump on it. It's like, I'll wait.
Yep.
We'll get it all together. It's just going to take a little bit.
the one big thing that I can say is the American Cornhole League's coming in.
Oh,
No
Yeah.
shit.
So I'm just saying, I really had no hope for it. The guy come in, super cool guys. They want to come out Wednesdays, 50 to 60 people a night. So I was like, okay. And they said, well, it does good. We'll have ESPN out.
Holy
What?
shit.
Okay. Well, let's boost it, and it's to draw it. My biggest thing is to draw attention to the building. Like I said, Chris has done an awesome job of a platform to build off. But it's called Legacy of the Riverfront for a reason. Okay.
Yep.
Everybody in this room knows you mentioned the Riverfront.
Right.
Mhm.
You know exactly where it's at.
Yep.
You kind of know what it stands for ish. It is not a honky tonk bar.
Nope.
Okay. It is a music venue and a pub and restaurant. So with that being said, we get people in there. Keep them coming, and then the music becomes basically a gift to the people that come in. So as we can spread rock, country, jazz, blues to the community, we get more and more people coming, and it gives a buzz to that, because that's my biggest thing. I love concerts. I love live concerts. I don't like going to a concert with 500,000 people there, 100,000 people. Ward
Like
Davis.
Rockville.
Like, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, it's fun and all, but that intimate setting, sitting in a room, just like the Legacy will be, and even on the outside, that's intimate. You're right there. You can get right next to the stage. You ain't got some security guard knocking you backwards, and you got to have all these special passes. It's kind of open, and I like that. So it gives people in the community something to reach for, right? Even
Right.
even the kids, really,
Yeah.
truthfully. So.
Absolutely. My kids have grown to love everything about the local music scene. My youngest has always been into music because he is his father's child, but my oldest was like, video games. So then
He's been coming out to shows recently.
Oh, because I went in there and I was like, all right. I was like, you're getting off the video games, you're coming with me to a show. And he's like, okay, Mom. And I'm like, now, like, get ready today. Let's go. And he got dressed, came with me, and the next thing you know, he was like head banging, and he was into everything. Like at the last show, he got in the mosh pit. Like he stood there, and all you see is Landon turn around and Falls Chase. He turned around, and so Josh stepped back and was like, "Come on, dude," and grabbed him and tried to move Isaiah. And Isaiah went and leaned into Landon. I'm like,
Cool.
okay. I was like, that was a little weird. So now he's like, Mom, when's the next show? Hey, Mom, when's the next show? Can we go to the next show, Mom? And I'm like, damn, I created a monster.
And I really think it needs to be a friendly place where children can go to. I mean, there's certain times there's going to be certain bands in there that are going to be
Of course.
you probably don't want to bring your kids to it. But
Right.
for the most part, I mean, it needs to be kind of open. Fifth and Thomas done numerous concerts that I went to, whether it be country, rock. That's the kind of intimate setting that I'm looking for. Just to be able to sit in that room and listen to the music and have a good sound of music, really,
Yeah.
and enjoying it. Drinking
Absolutely.
a beer, whatever, having a good time.
Hell yeah.
I feel like children have always been welcome, at least at the Warrior.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Absolutely.
I've seen Joey's kid
Oh yeah.
at several shows.
Yeah, that's awesome that you're still wanting to involve the community. So what kind of things are you going to be doing to get more of the music community together and kind of establish that togetherness?
There's a couple things we had talked about, and really his brain just goes 90 miles a minute. Shane's got ideas, and it's really cool, honestly, to have someone outside of the music scene take a look at things and give their perspective, because you get new ideas from it.
Yep.
Shane was full of ideas.
Too many.
Probably too many, but sometimes you gotta slow it down a little bit. But Shane was talking about doing a quarterly meeting there with all the musicians in town and all the bands in town. And to that fact, Jason Sauer, Barbecue, that's what it used to be.
Yeah.
It was basically a house thing. All the bands would get together. We'd all chat and chill and eat food and have a good time. And really want to try and bring that back. Even, Sauer and I have been talking a little bit about things. We want to try and bring that back and bring back that sort of community thing, but make it an open forum to where, the bands can understand what we as a venue need from them, because there is certain things that we need to stay open. We revenue coming in. So how do we make that work?
Well, you need big money.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Just a little bit.
And the other side of things is, what do the bands need from us as a venue? What things that we can do to improve and be better. And I think full transparency is going to be the biggest thing. So like a community quarterly meeting of some sorts is something we'd like to put together, even like live stream that, to where people can talk about that online, and if people can't actually physically be there, they can at least see the stream. We're still bouncing some of those ideas around, so we don't have anything solidified for that, but we do want to try and involve the colleges. And 96 Nation, we talked to them, and I know they've already worked with Chris quite a bit, but they want to continue trying to push the college scene out to us too, because there's a lot of talent there too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's coming from I believe it was Trey that was saying that he's got a whole list. Like, he just literally will think off the top of his head, okay, I have a genre in mind, I want to do blues, and he's got a list of FSU students that play blues, or like country or rock, and he's they're promoters, and they're kind of taking over where Muse has fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really cool. And it's I don't know how much talent is out there in FSU, but I imagine there's a lot. And to open the doors to them too. I'm not saying that Chris hasn't, but maybe to pry a little bit harder to try and get in there. We got some other connections there at the college too. So just little things like that we want to try and tap into and see how we can get everyone out there.
That would be awesome. Having
I think
young talent.
I think Sevi Ember Fading
Yep.
is a great example of the
Rushi too, I believe.
Yeah, in Rushi, of the talent that is
Absolutely.
at that college right now, and not just Florida State, FAMU as well. I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
he did talk about FAMU introducing them into the mix.
Yeah,
Because the showcase is what really got me, and I'm just, and this is on the record, and it will always be on record, so I'm just going to say it. The thing that confused me was, and Pat probably could understand some of the things I'm saying based upon the hobby we used to be in, is that the help amongst other musicians and bands and working together to elevate again. This said elevation, just making everybody not the same, because not everybody's going to be the same, but to make the bad guy the guy to teach him to get him stronger.
Yeah.
And I watched the showcase, and I don't remember the name of the band again.
One of them was No Parts.
No Parts. So phenomenal. I was like, damn, they're cool. So listening to it, and all of a sudden when they left, it was like, boop. Damn, I said, Andrew, hell, half the people just left.
Yep.
There was probably 200 people there.
Oh, I hate that.
So I was like, dude, what the hell just happened? So the next band come up, and until there was nothing, and Caleb came on to play in Thunder the Snake. And Thunder the Snake was awesome. They stayed through the whole thing to the very bitter end.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to me, that meant something to me. And that's what I told Andrew. I said, and that's where my brain went 1,000 miles an hour.
Oh, is that the show at the moon?
That's the minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was showcase number 2 that we went to.
Yep.
So that was my brain going, so how do you make the band that opens be the guy that might be third in line on the second set? Mixing them up and pulling the equipment backwards and let somebody else come up. And then, so people will stay through the whole event. Because, I mean, of all people that should stay to listen to music should be the other band members.
Yep.
They should support each other.
Yes.
And that's the whole point of that meeting deal, that to get everybody together, to get everybody on the same page, see what we need to do to help, see what they need to do for us. I mean, because it's a two-way street. It is.
That's awesome. I think that's awesome. That was one thing I said whenever we first started with Off the Record was, did I kick you? I'm sorry.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Kick you again then.
Yeah,
but one of the things is that whenever we started Off the Records, we really wanted to shine that spotlight onto unsigned local bands, because there, like you guys were saying before, there is a ton of talent in Tallahassee, and just nobody knows, And I think that with you guys kind of taking the route that you're taking with the venue, I think it's really going to help, do that. to shine that spotlight on all this talent that is out there.
I was on the Tallahassee subreddit recently, and I saw somebody say, "Oh, there's no local music scene." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, you have no fucking idea."
Right.
There's so much talent
A
out
ton
there.
of talent in town
Absolutely.
and surrounding areas too.
Yeah.
Outside of
Carabel, Apalachicola.
Yes.
I mean, there's some Greensboro.
Yep.
I mean, we had a lot of people reach out to play that's local
Yeah.
around here.
Yep.
So, absolutely.
And what you guys are doing too. I mean, even and Buck's comment was talking about you guys and what you guys have been doing for the community too with the podcast. I mean, what you guys are doing is huge. It takes getting the knowledge out. That's the
Absolutely.
thing. Being able to talk openly and freely about the music scene, and you guys are giving artists a chance to come in here and shine a little bit, which is awesome. It's just helping each other out.
Yes.
And it's going to take everyone working together collectively to put Tallahassee back on the spot, back on the map.
Yeah.
It's not going to be just one band that comes out of here that shines and make it work. It's going to be everyone collectively.
And then goes and cleans Orlando, right?
You're right.
That's hilarious. We do have a lot more comments that
Yes,
are
we do. Oh,
slowly coming in.
I
I heard a laugh
What's
about one
it?
of these comments, so I'm really interested in seeing. I'm talking about our producer behind the scenes over here.
What's your idea?
yeah, I got an idea for you guys.
Mhm.
Marketing classes for musicians.
Oh,
Because
Absolutely.
some of
Yes.
these guys, you would be amazed at some of the bands we've contacted and you don't even read the email. It's
Yeah.
It's
We've
like,
seen
come on,
some
man.
of those.
We're trying to give you guys free promotion and help
Yeah.
out
yeah.
because we like your shit. We want you guys
Yeah.
to come on here. check it
Absolutely.
out. Nothing.
Mhm.
Just straight.
But that's
It's like,
that's,
okay, you got to participate in your own rescue, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing that Shane has talked to me about is, and what he's kind of been preaching is that, trying to bring the younger kids up and having the more experienced bands, talk about those things. So like an open forum, like quarterly musician meeting
Yeah.
or something like that, we could talk about, merchandising. Who's good at merchandising? Who's selling the crap out of shirts? Do you mind sharing your experiences, what trials you've gone through and what things have failed,
Mhm.
So that way, people just coming up don't
Yeah.
don't have to rough it as bad as everybody else. And then I get no one wants to share their secrets because everyone wants to be a step ahead, and I kind of get that to a point. But
People in town in another level. So
I agree.
If we want to reach further, we got to get more of it out there. So
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
Yep, still doing dangle clap shit.
uh,
Fix it. Yeah.
So real quick, see what comments we got.
Yeah. Comments.
We have a lot of comments.
We
They
do
just
have-
keep on coming.
We do, and I lost my cursor. Oh, I'm on the third screen over. Where did we leave off at?
All right.
Way up here.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we have a lot
Way up here.
there's a lot.
We have a
We're gonna
lot.
forget what they're.
They like us.
right there.
They really
Yeah,
like
Working
us.
hard.
Yep.
And then,
Oh, sorry.
Fired.
You've been fired.
Fired.
Dang.
damn.
Canceled.
Tammy says, "What's the date of the full kickoff?"
Ooh. I don't know if we have really a soft opening. Would be kind of that first week of February on the pub side.
Okay.
Like Shane was saying, we're going to have karaoke. I'm working on getting trivia and maybe even comedy. We're going to be open to ideas on that, to be honest with you. I mean, what people want, we'll,
Oh, yeah.
we'll try
You said
to.
comedy?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hell
that's
yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I'm still working on that part. I've got a couple of contacts that.
I know a local comedian. A local comedian is what I was trying to say, but only one.
Well,
Yeah,
it's perfect.
yeah.
And I really want to do. We really want to do an open jam night. Shane and I were talking about furnishing, a drum kit, a bass rig, a guitar rig, and stuff like that, to where people can just come up there and bring their own instruments or whatever and come up. When I was in Missouri, there was this bar that did like an open blues jam night.
Oh, that's cool.
And I've always played bass, and so my friend introduced me to it, and I used to go up there and play bass. It was, the bands would go through, or whoever was up there was playing, they would go through and play a few songs, and then they would switch out. Someone else wanted to jump in, like, "Hey, come on up here, man!"
Oh, that's cool.
And it was really cool, and I absolutely loved it, because even beginners can get up there, and everyone was welcoming. And that was the thing. Like, if someone was making a mistake, it wasn't a big deal. They'd like say, "Okay, yeah, it's a key of E," and they would try to help them out. And it was really, really, really cool. I don't want to try to start that experience again here, but like I said, we're open to ideas as far as that goes.
I actually have an idea myself.
Sure.
Take it or leave it. Drum circles.
Drum circles.
Yes, I mean, especially like right now, how it's getting kind of cool out. Get a fucking bonfire going. I don't know what the legalities.
Damn.
God damn, man. What?
That Goomba got you.
Damn Goombas.
What an asshole.
Just saying.
I think drum circles would be cool. Maybe I'm the crazy guy there, but I think it would be. This coming from the dude that hardcore believes in UFOs, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's pretty arrogant not to.
We saw the UFO, Rob.
It was not.
Yeah.
We saw the
It was
UFO.
not a UFO.
Rob,
What are you people on dope?
we were driving here and saw the UFO.
Okay.
Until it's proven that it was not, that's what it is.
It's unidentified.
Mm.
And
It was
an object.
flying,
And it's an object.
and it was an
Technically, you can
object.
throw anything in the air and it's a UFO.
There you go.
Right? Unless you know what it
Unless
is.
you know what the hell it is.
Then you're just lying to yourself.
No, I do hardcore believe in aliens, by the
It's
way.
an eye.
For the record, on the Off
I
the
do.
podcast, I hardcore believe in aliens, but this whole UFO thing is
Mm-hmm.
So we're the most advanced species ever.
okay. Let's not.
We, yeah, us,
Let's-
who spend like 80% of our days.
Hey, don't we
staring
have some
at cat
comments or something?
butthole videos?
Don't we have some comments or some shit to read?
Where do we leave off? At?
we have
Alicia.
Slow and Steady wins the race.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What's up,
Gotta take some time.
Joey?
I don't think my guys are actually practicing.
I don't
yet.
think they're practicing either.
Probably not.
I'm
I don't-
just trying to guilt trip you.
Practicing.
They are busting ass already. Hell yeah, they are.
Thank you, Chris.
Build a
Well,
dock.
the dock.
It's on it, buddy.
Hell
Watch.
yeah.
It's coming.
We're on it.
Build a dock, the boats will come.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I already know people talking like if they had a dock, I'd just drive my boat there.
Actually,
Yeah,
I had
oh, yeah.
a conversation with a one of my friends. They're in the big bass tournaments. He said, "Dude, put a dock up here. I guarantee you we'll be there."
Oh,
I said,
hell yeah.
All right. Well, I said, "I'm gonna hold you to it." He said, "Absolutely."
That's awesome.
Future.
It's a future. Yes.
Hell yeah. Storyteller shows would be nice and
Absolutely.
intimate.
Yes,
Jake Owen acoustic
yes.
storytellers are like Hank the Third. Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Sturgill
that-
Yes.
Simpson.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Henry Rollins poetry nights. Just angry poetry.
We have Jamie says, hi guys.
What up, Jamie?
And Brittany says, what's up, y'all? I'm excited for all the exciting things coming up.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Tammy says, FSU College Music. I've worked with them before.
Awesome.
And Josh says, we're here talking shit about you, Andrew. So we
We should talk
came
shit
to
about
the
you.
conclusion that you're slacking. We need hats and a visualizer so you can get your shit together.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. I'm slacking. I want to stay up late.
Brittany says, there's a ton of talent in this town that's ready to be heard for sure.
Absolutely.
Big time. And then Chef Will, that just won the Battle of the Bands, is an amazing example of local talent. Yep. We have Angel.
Angel.
Says, hey, she's like, I'll be following near or far. So happy and excited for everyone.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Alicia.
Hey, she got her,
There she is.
she got her account back.
She got her account back. Alicia Kilman, hi love. We have Angel says, Wacola too, LOL.
Yes, there's a lot of talent down in Wacola.
I agree with Andrew for sure. And Tammy says, Off the Record has brought bands together on the podcast that have never met before.
Yep, absolutely.
Hell yes, put Tally back on the fucking map. There you go.
We're on it.
Shaggy Daniels with the
What's
horns.
up, Shaggy?
Shaggy.
Pat says, got to work together.
Yeah,
absolutely. Josh says, we do. Tammy says, do's and don'ts. We sell a lot of shit. What are future ideas for bigger shows? Any festivals in the future?
Ooh.
Kicked it around, a few of them.
Yeah, and I guess we can't really talk about that, but yes. Let's just paint the picture of that there's
That's
a
not
lot
it.
of outside room, and not talking about the outside stage.
See?
And someone had a vision of doing a big festival, and we are going to try to make that happen. So
Hell yeah.
I don't want to speak about it because that's still in talks. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
Just have to leave it at that.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Angel says, I absolutely love this. Everyone working together to be successful. Yep.
Correct.
I agree. Pat says, oh no, must be getting colder.
And he's still not wearing anything but shorts.
Right? Brittany
Oh, no
says,
pants, Pat.
I'll do some stand up.
Hell yeah. I
Here
think
we go.
a stand up night would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know
I
there's
would
other
totally be
places
there.
that's doing it in town, so I mean, it's not really to try and compete with everybody
Right.
else, but just having another venue, that's maybe closer to some other people, or maybe just an extra night,
Oh yeah.
The biggest thing is we're not going to try and compete with other venues. We definitely want to keep open lines of communication with. We know Derek Hart at Fire Betty's. I currently work at Stetson's. We want to keep an open line of communication with other venues, because I think honestly, if the venues work together too, then we can all pull together to make the community stronger.
Oh,
too.
absolutely. Absolutely. And we have Haley says, hey, Andrew, doing great.
Hi, Haley.
And then Angel says, jam sesh. Yes.
Absolutely.
Tammy laughed. And then John Wayne.
What's up,
Hello.
What up, buddy?
Oh,
Alicia says, hard part we found with comedy is finding a way to do comedy weekly
Yep.
where it's not the same jokes over and over. That was the biggest complaint we got when doing a weekly comedy show.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I ran into too. So that's why I don't have anything concrete set on that. It may be like
once a month or
once a month. I do like to try to get a hold of some of the traveling comedy acts.
Ben Brainerd. I know that guy.
There you go.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Some connections for that sort of stuff, and bring them in and have locals with that too, and treat it just like kind of bands. I know a lot of people do love comedy, but jokes will run thin, and
Absolutely.
they will get old if you hear them over and over and over. So I'm trying to figure out a way around that part.
Yeah,
But yes, very good point.
that is a very good point. So, your overall goal is bringing the community together, bringing musicians together, shining that spotlight, like what we talked about earlier. But what other services outside of Summers are you thinking about? Are you adding any new things that you can talk about, or?
Not really. I mean,
You
services
mentioned
wise.
you mentioned the pub at least twice. Are you referring to Summers?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Summers, and they, by the way, Summers has been absolutely amazing. We've had a lot of conversations with them, obviously, because we had to partner with them. And they've been absolutely amazing. Working in hand to hand in conjunction with the goals and ideas that we want to try to accomplish. The pub side, which is Summers side, has got the smaller stage there. We definitely want to continue doing like acoustic acts and stuff.
Yes.
Some of the more intimate stuff. It's hard to do a full band on there now with Summers being in there because you don't want it to be too loud.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're
People trying to eat lunch.
right. Yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
fun days.
But we plan on some Sunday fun days and doing some Saturday stuff there, and some of the. We talked to Harley again about doing some stuff there. Nikki ended up seeing us when we were up there. We had a small chat with her. We want to have kind of a bike night type thing there too, maybe once a month.
Oh, some poker run stuff.
Poker run.
Oh, yeah.
Getting these stops out of Larry Mudrow, and these guys are good friends with them. So
Yeah.
just kind of reach out. I want to do a lot of charity things.
Yes.
It's kind of in which I've already talked to you about that.
Mm-hmm.
So children are important. So I donate money every year to St. Jude's, and
That's
St.
awesome.
Jude's is a thing that's pretty passionate of mine. So that's a rallying of the community, getting people together for a good cause, and to give back to children. So
Absolutely.
that's one of my big deals, and that's probably something that I want to do pretty quick, pretty soon, shortly after we take over. So
Yeah.
I
And
might
we're still
have a
going.
motorcycle connection or two. You guys can
I know you
use,
do.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
a few.
And I know
Couple.
that when
Couple few.
we mentioned it, I was telling you how I used to do the homegrown music benefit shows in town a
Yeah.
lot. And when you mentioned St. Jude's, I was like, get off the record, be a part of it. To volunteer at St. Jude's. And don't laugh, guys. Don't laugh at me. But when I was younger, I was the elf at Christmas time that helped Santa pass out the gifts to the kids.
And
Yeah.
the shortness.
Yeah, and the shortness, yeah, and the pointy ears, and yeah, it was a whole thing.
That
and
makes sense.
So yeah, so
Well, we've had quite a few people come to us and talk to us about their ideas, and really we haven't reached out to really hardly anyone because we're still trying to get the actual the business itself set up.
and we're back.
Are we back? We're back. But yeah, we really haven't reached out to really hardly anyone. A lot of people have came to us, but we're just not quite there yet to get everything solidified. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're still working on, to be honest, the licensing is part of it, and working on, how we're going to intermingle with Summers with some of the stuff too. So it's a lot of hoops to jump through to get
Yeah.
the actual business side up and going.
Right.
Obviously, we have to be cognizant of February is coming right around the corner. So
Yeah, it is.
We're trying to, start build some of that stuff up and activities up, but we don't have a whole lot of things that's really, really super solid yet. And
Right. I understand that. So for one, I'm so excited. I'm really proud of all of the progress that you guys have made because I know that, last time I was there, you guys were out there and painting something and putting the roof on, and then there's that ramp, and I was just like, holy shit, that went up quick. Like, you guys did a lot of work in a short amount of time. So kudos to you guys for all of that.
And that ramp was super important to me. Bilbo actually was coming in there, and I seen him struggling getting up the stairs, which he wasn't struggling. He just,
Yeah.
I just thought about it, and it just needs to be open for everybody.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, you tell somebody in a wheelchair or whatnot, just take your ass down there to the ramp and then roll your ass up this way. And I was like, told Andrews, that's done. I'm going to put something in there to make it more accessible to people.
Yeah.
The older crowd that come in, the older women that walk through there, they all like it. So
Yeah.
and it was just some subtle things, just minor changes. The place doesn't need a complete, utter flip it on its lid.
No, it doesn't.
It just needs
Not at all.
subtle changes and just to make it our own. And
Yeah.
not that it's to get it away from anything, but it's to make it ours.
Right.
The system.
Cool that whenever I mentioned the ramp and you said that meant a lot to you. So my youngest son, when we went in there, he was like, Mom, he goes, I can have my friend come here because he has a way to get in here because there's a ramp. He's got a friend in his class that's in a wheelchair. And he's like, my friend could come in here and have lunch with me one day. And yeah, that kind of made me go like, wow, like for an 11-year-old to think that, you know what I mean? And I guess, him seeing his friend struggling when there's no way for him to get to where he needs to go, that kind of put it all into perspective. Like the small things could mean so much more to other people.
Yeah,
So I thought that was
absolutely.
pretty cool.
absolutely.
That is really cool. We have
Burnout pit. We need a burnout pit
a burnout
Well,
pit.
I mean, that could possibly happen.
and a tire machine.
There you go.
A couple of tire machines.
I mean, it kind of looks like a dirt track right now.
I mean,
you want to get some go karts
I ain't
out
gonna
there.
lie to you. I was thinking about getting the bands together and have like celebrity go kart racing out there.
That would be pretty cool, though.
Hell yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
With some mud wrestling in the middle.
Yeah, there you go.
By the way, I'm
Cabbage.
really glad to hear that Summer will be staying there.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I am ashamed to say that I only very recently went to Summers for the very first time at your show the other week. It was like 8:00 at night, and I hadn't eaten anything in hours. I was about to fuck somebody up.
He was hangry.
I was fucking hangry. Somebody was about to die. And so yeah, I just popped right over and got some food, and oh my god,
Yeah.
it was so good.
My oldest has been asking, like, he's like, Mom, can we go to Summers? Hey, Mom, can we go to Summers? And I've never seen that boy eat coleslaw till he went to Summers. Yeah, and he
The
calls it
coleslaw was really
he
good.
calls it Southern coleslaw. I guess there's a difference, but he says
Southern means it tastes good.
I guess so. Yeah.
More vinegar, maybe.
All he said
Maybe.
was,
Yeah.
I want Summers, I want the catfish, I want the shrimp, I want the hush puppies, and I want the
Want
coleslaw.
all of it.
I've tried.
Yeah.
I think I've tried everything on their menu, and there's just not one thing, and it's been consistently good.
They had a
the whole
catfish
time.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, that
Catfish
catfish chowder was so good.
The great thing about Summers is that it's
Nope.
I guess it was off.
There's conversation going on that I don't.
There we go.
Are we
It's
good?
Trying to keep
Dangleclax.
the stream running.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Dangleclax. How you say it, Rob?
Piece of shit.
Fuck Doug.
getting old. We're in
Doug.
Florida.
Right?
Go home, Florida. You're drunk.
I sent my mom a screenshot of our weather that's supposed to be on Christmas. Said it was going to snow or
20s.
whatever. I was like, what the fuck? So I sent it to my mom. I was like, can you come get your weather? It's in my backyard and I want it to go home now. Like, come and
Yeah.
pick up your shit. She's in North Carolina.
It's ridiculous.
So yeah, it's. I remember it was 80 degrees last year on Christmas, and now
Yeah.
everybody's complaining it's going to be 20.
So Jeremy, this
Yes, Rob.
hi.
That's what I meant to say.
Hi, thanks for coming back to the show.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for you have a video or something that you're going to play.
Yeah, well, it is Christmas time.
Yeah.
And,
Christmas?
yeah.
Kerma.
Yeah.
Karma.
My bad.
Christmas.
And Jade posted a little snippet of our holiday special from last year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I looked at our holiday special, and
Oh, God.
this is not doctored at all. Not doctored one bit. You can tell. But yeah, I'll go ahead and play a little snippet as well. How do I find it? Here we
Yay,
go.
snippets.
This is the
Karma.
Xmas special.
Christmas week.
Murray Crema?
Merry Karma.
Murray Crema.
Christmas.
Karma. Let me guess. Jeremy. Naughty Christmas.
Santa Claus wants some lovin'.
Nice. What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air.
Hell yeah.
Jingle balls.
Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
You need to find out if there is anything.
God, this is actually a little hard to
Yes.
admit.
Jingle balls.
I've seen that shit.
Jingle balls.
I get it. No, that's the thing. I get it and I understand it. It's just not my thing at all.
It was pretty cool.
The crazy fat guy.
Santa is a fat bitch.
Yeah, no, that was bullshit. I still feel some kind of way about that. Like I still hold a grudge.
I was going to say something.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees with that.
A nutcracker.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
I'm gonna kill every one of you sons of bitches.
Anyhow, yeah, no, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit. I need to watch
And now I need to move.
Come on, baby. You gotta get your Christmas going.
and I think it's
Mhm.
fucking cool.
Oh. I'm making different choices.
Wait, what?
What is all this white shit powder up my nose?
Oh, bow.
Like, ooh!
One of my favorite Christmas tunes is Jesus Christ and shit.
Here we go. Shouldn't we do this in private? Is that the stuff that sounds like robots fucking?
I love dubstep myself.
They came
No.
out with a Christmas album.
Several Christmas albums.
Christmas band.
Yeah, Valor and Victory and then it's
Christmas trees.
like Christmas trees.
And that makes sense of why you like it, because you are very much, that's like right up your alley.
No, it's for
We
the
did our-
kids
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm safe. I can go back to normal.
jamming out to Christmas tunes 24/7 Christmas time.
Me.
And even my internet connection was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Fucking up our lives.
It's the capitalism of Christmas that's fucking up our lives.
Anti-Christmas music.
Jesus Christ.
Anti-Christmas.
What is anti-Christmas songs?
I
You're a
mean,
mean one, Mr.
Mr.
Grinch.
Grinch.
Anti-Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah.
Why not? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This thing, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What kind of podcast is this becoming?
Merry Christmas. Merry
My-
Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever it is y'all call the season. Merry Christmas.
See you.
And there you have it. Totally, completely undoctored.
That was awesome.
Just yeah, I just hit play and there it was. There was the episode.
So how long have you guys been doing the podcast?
So
Obviously a year now.
yeah, more
just over a year.
just over a year we've been off the
September?
record. Yeah, September was was a year for the podcast for off the record.
Awesome.
We had homegrown podcast that Rob and I did for a little bit, and then life happened and it just kind of fizzled out, and we came back and said let's do this again. So we started off the record and then had this guy on, and then I talked to Rob and was like, hey, why don't we bring on a third? And I'm like, Jeremy, you want to be permanent? And Jeremy's like, fuck, I guess. And then he's been on since what? He said November? November was his year. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been fun. Been a hell of a trip. It's fun to go back through the old videos and see the
Oh,
evolution of it.
God.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was
See how
doing
it's just
that
getting
the
better
other
and
day.
better and better and better.
Yeah, I
You-
watched our first ever episode and I went, ooh,
Yep. It's cringe.
oh,
Yep. It was bad.
yeah. And then to see the studio, I couldn't even remember what the studio looked like before it looks like what it does now.
It was an office. It was my office.
Yeah, and there was the table, and we had shout out Russ and Kyle from Your Captain Speaking. They were our first band ever on Off the Record, and the first band ever in a finished studio.
Nice.
And yeah, so they hold a lot of first for Off the Record. So
Remember we used to go live to test my audio, and it would be 5 minutes of you saying, Jeremy, I can't hear you.
yeah,
Jeremy, I can't hear you.
I remember
All
that.
over Facebook. Jeremy, I can't hear you.
Yeah, we
Jeremy,
were
I can't
live
hear you.
streamed.
We
People
couldn't
were
figure out-
hopping
yeah.
in.
Could not figure the shit out. Yeah,
That
and then
was good times.
and then Russ and Kyle came on, and it wasn't 10 seconds before we go live. All my cameras died except for one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I had one webcam like attached to the computer monitor. All this shit over here was flipped sideways. So I had to play the intro, and then while the intro was playing, I just spun it around and filmed them, and it sucked. Everybody's wearing headphones, and at one point Kyle was like, I can't hear shit. Can I take these off?
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, everybody
Yeah,
lose the
take 'em off.
headphones. They're not
Yep.
working either.
Yeah.
Damn.
But hey, the show will go on. And we got a few plans coming up. Some shit happened.
That's what I
so
say. You said you had a big plan for
Yeah.
2023. So
Oh yeah.
hopefully it all pans out.
season 2.
Yeah, season 2.
Season 2.
Time versus money versus time.
Absolutely. That is a lot of truth in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding. But yeah, so that's how Off the Record slowly but surely has become,
What it is today.
yeah, with all the the video.
That video was funny.
That was great. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna
See,
be.
Jade, that's what happens when you tell me, hey, here's how to make a video. Here's how you can make a
Here's how you-
10-second intro.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm chopping shit up, making you guys sound like complete douche. I can't believe you guys are making fun of me. Just saying Merry Christmas.
I can't remember if I said this on or off camera, but I recently said I wish there was some way to look for keywords, and so that way you could splice them, do them on top of each other. Like you bring up my ums, for example, it's like 3 minutes. Of,
Rob's gonna start his own Christmas music with ums over there in a minute.
Yeah, and I
But
made
then you
that.
can auto tune it and you can make it sound.
yeah, hey,
awesome.
there you go.
Yeah, I started on that Monday. I had a pretty busy Sunday, so I wasn't able to start the videos, and I started Monday. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to download every video we did, and I'm just going to take a little bit of each one. And I was like, fuck.
And then that would be
Yeah.
for
No,
That is a
Okay.
lot of work.
And and even that took me till 9 o'clock Tuesday.
Yep.
Just for 3 minutes of jackassery.
It was totally worth it
Turned out
though.
good.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fun. Maybe I'll put it up on our YouTube page so people can just watch that.
Yeah.
hell yeah,
It'll be fun.
that would be awesome.
Those are my whack ass intros. We did an intros folder.
Yeah, we do.
My goofy ass shit.
We totally should do that.
I'm on it. Right after this.
All right, so we have we? Holy
yeah,
shit!
We got a ton of comments.
Yeah. There's a
Before
lot.
we go into the comments, something I want to bring up real quick. Not trying to take away the thunder from the venue, but just real quick, Andrew, Tragic has a thing. Can we talk about that real quick for the thing for tomorrow?
I don't know what thing. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be if you don't want to.
No. Absolutely. You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're letting me talk about
Yeah.
it.
No. Yeah.
So we have a chance of going to Incarceration, which is another Danny Wimmer presents. Same with Rockville and everything. On DW Presents on Twitter.
Twitch.
On Twitch. Sorry,
Twitch.
Twitter.
Twitch.
Twitter. On
Twitch.
Twitch.
on Twitch.
Twitcher.
DW Presents has our own channel on Twitch. And you can go on there, and really, there's a lot of crazy freaking good bands on there.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. There's even some bands that's here local that we've even talked about pulling in just from watching the show, which is just amazing. But anyway, go on there on Twitch and vote. Vote for your favorite band. Hopefully you vote for us, but really there's a lot of damn talent on there. So vote for who you feel is the best to go to that.
So on Twitch, DW Presents.
DW Presents.
Yep.
Yes,
And what
you have to be
time?
a subscriber, and I believe it starts at 7:30.
Okay. So probably show up around 6.
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah.
6:30.
Yeah.
6:30
So DW Presents on Twitch.
on Twitch.
You have to subscribe
You have
to
to be a
gotta
follower.
follow.
You have to be at least
Follower.
a follower.
a follower of the
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah. of the
Okay.
channel.
So subscribe to
If you
Twitch.
subscribe to the channel, you don't have the annoying ads that pop up. You'll be watching a band, and all of a sudden, a 30-second ad will come up.
Yeah.
That sucks. But yeah, at least follow the channel, and then you can as soon as the two bands play, they'll play a video clip of one band, video clip of another band, and then at the end of that, they'll have a little vote thing that pops up, and then you vote for whatever band you think needs to move on.
And you can do that on your phone
You do it right on your phone.
or your
Computer.
laptop or whatever, tablet.
Tablet.
Whatever device.
We actually,
prefer?
that's where we found Envision and Deep as Bones.
Yeah.
When we had them on, it was because I saw them on DW Presents and reached out.
Yeah, yeah.
Pensacola.
One's in Mississippi, one's in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had them on. They're really cool guys too.
Yes.
So and like Andrew was saying, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent.
And those and most of those artists, they're they're doing it on their own. A lot of them are.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're making amazing videos. They may be paying somebody or whatever, but I mean they don't. I mean, they're just independent artists that's doing it, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And these independent artists have a chance to play at these big festivals. So hats off to Danny Wimmer Presents and the whole Space Zebra crew for even allowing that sort of thing. We had a chance to play at Rockville. They made a separate stage at Rockville just for local artists or up and coming unsigned artists, and stuff like that is just amazing. Because I mean, go back 10 years ago or even 5 years ago,
Never heard of it.
you would never get an opportunity like that.
Nope.
So just the way that things are evolving now, and online presence is a big thing, and a lot of the younger artists are already starting to capitalize on that part of it. So it's big, and some of the stuff that we want to do with the venue too is do some live streaming and have some cameras permanently set up to where we can stream shows and do like a Patreon or something like that. Just trying to think of different ways to broaden the scope of the audience, because if you get that on YouTube and stuff like that, then you can be in a different country watching. So if you market it right. So.
Hell yeah.
So I just want to ask everybody again, Twitch tomorrow night,
Yes.
6:30,
6:30, I believe.
6:30.
6:30.
DW presents.
I've been a
Please,
little disconnected here lately. So.
please vote. Please.
All right,
Yeah.
hang on.
And we're live.
Woo! We're back. We're
It's
back.
really good though.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Really.
I'm excited.
And you have the mouse. I was going to click on comments while you were.
Yeah, here, go for it.
All right. You're giving me mouse control?
Uh-oh. Wait, give me. Can I have? Wait. What,
No.
Why does she?
Me.
You don't even get buttons.
No, I really. I have even in StreamYard. I have no buttons.
There's a
No
reason.
access.
There's a reason for
We don't have a
that.
coaster. We don't have a coaster over here either.
I know.
Think about it.
It was an accident.
This is.
It was a total accident. God damn.
We got live action.
All right. We have.
I didn't mean to steal the fucking coaster. I'm sorry.
It says, Pat says, ha ha ha. Jade as an elf. Pat. Error, malfunction. It's back on. And then Haley says, you should reenact Shakespeare plays. Andrew should be Juliet.
Thanks, Haley.
Nikki says, I'm excited to see what y'all will do.
Thank you.
Alicia said, do tomato wrestling. It was huge in
Whoa.
Quincy.
Tomato
LOL.
wrestling.
You know what? And he's whether it's Alicia or Chris. Actually, back when you ride the motorcycles out there, they used to do that all the time. Bambers too.
Mhm.
Tomato wrestling. That was a big thing.
Huh?
Perry. No, it was tomatoes.
Wow.
I've heard of
It
jello
was pretty
wrestling.
wicked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Tomatoes was kind of wild. It was wild.
Do you get ketchup at the end of it, or
I don't know
I wasn't
about
messing with it.
Just add some?
Done with it right there.
Forget
We
that
have-
with a couple of meatballs.
Well,
chili?
when you mess with the tomato, you get the ketchup.
We have Melissa says, "Hi y'all." Alicia says, "It is so good that people brag about the coleslaw. That speaks for itself,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes,
Especially
that's
coming
good
from a
shit.
16-year-old teenager who
Yes.
doesn't eat anything that they're supposed to eat, and he loves
I'm not a fan
coleslaw.
of coleslaw. But
Me
that
neither.
coleslaw is damn good.
Yeah, their banana pudding.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't.
Pretty much everything.
Oh,
Everything
Yeah.
they really make is really is next level.
It
Really.
is.
It is.
it is. Alicia says
Yes, absolutely.
they love what they do, and
Yep.
you can taste it.
That's exactly correct.
And Summer Smokehouse, check them out. And then Jen says, love the catfish and shrimp.
Yes.
Paige says that seafood chowder and Brunswick stew, though.
Yes.
Yes.
That Brunswick
Both
stew
of
is
them.
good. Pat says, too funny. Good job for putting that together. Jen says, awesome. We got a heart from Melissa.
Melissa.
Ken says, wait, there's an option not to hear Jeremy. And Mason says, I'm here.
Awesome.
What's up, Mason?
Tammy says, love off the record. Ken says, New Year goal for Jeremy, work on intro past videos. And then Brittany says, y'all follow DW Presents and vote for Tragic. Melissa says Biloxi. Yeah, Envisions from Biloxi.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mason says,
They had friends in Pensacola.
yes, they did. Yeah.
Arizona.
Mason.
Yeah.
Mason says Rob's hype man skills, promotion skills are on fire. And then,
We need
of
to
course,
get
we had
you,
an issue.
We need to get you on the stage to intro the bands. Is what we need.
Oh, yeah.
Can I please?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That would be
right.
awesome. That would be really cool. You do a good job.
And maybe that's a.
Wait, you're talking about. All right, we're back on.
And
We're back.
we're back.
Now we're back. All right, let's say all that all over again.
All over again.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, whether it was Chris or Alicia talking about the storytellers, that's huge in the music. To me, to understand what somebody's singing the song is about, and because you form your own opinion, you hear the song, okay, it's this, that, or the other,
Right.
and then the artist goes up there, talks about the song, sings the song, like, oh, okay, it's a completely different perspective.
Mhm.
And it's just informative. It shows you where their head's at. And Shinedown really got me one day because I thought for a long time it was about meth or crack or what was it? The Crow and the Butterfly,
Mm-hmm.
which is truly a song about him having a dream about a woman losing her child
Mm-hmm.
in the
Oh,
middle of the
shit.
night. And he wakes up and 2 minutes later writes the song and there it is. And
Damn.
he and Steel Woods talks about it. It has songs about what does it mean to you. The song means whatever it means to the person listening
Absolutely.
to it, but it does make a different aspect to know where the song came from.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what it touches. Josh talked about it on one of his songs
Yes.
about where it came from.
Yep.
And people made comment, hey, it changed the whole perspective of the song to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it does, because music touches people more than words.
Agreed.
So,
I agree. There was a band, they're not around. You probably might remember them, but Dharmata.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a song called Love Kills, and it was about Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain. And he said that he had a dream one night, and it's like he saw what really happened and wrote a song about it.
Damn.
And about aliens.
Oh.
Was involved.
Dharmata.
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 Yeah.
That's G Slim's band.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, that was not what I thought it would have been about, but it talks about like this whole wormhole and aliens and Courtney killing Kurt, and Kurt's still alive out there somewhere, and it was his perspective on this dream that he had, and he wrote the song. But a lot of people listening to it wouldn't have thought of that. Like, yeah,
That's the cool thing about music is it can be transcribed and taken in many different ways. You know,
absolutely.
and whatever it means to you is is what's important.
Even just speaking to remember, I know Josh mentioned that it's about his dad, but even for me listening to it, for me it's not about Josh's dad; it's about somebody else in my own head.
Right.
And like I said, that's kind of the cool thing about it, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. I totally agree. Do we have?
Oh, here, take this thing.
Oh, I have control again.
I think I fixed the issue.
I'll take
the interwebs.
No.
Interweb.
Said no.
It's my mouse. It's mine now.
Sorry, yeah,
Just
sorry,
don't give
Rob.
me the
I won't
buttons.
reach over on that side of the table.
I gotta get the mouse over to
You'll
this.
reach around.
Mason says Steel Woods is so
Yes,
good, and Jen said love me some Dharmata. Yeah, they were an awesome band.
I love Presence.
Well,
Oh, I miss Presence. God damn, I miss that band. Presence.
yeah, oh
Presence.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you said presents like
Yeah, I
Christmas
thought you said
opening.
the same thing.
Yeah.
No,
Christmas time.
Presence.
Yeah.
4 more days.
I was like,
Santa will come. Don't worry.
Will he though?
As long as you're slinging them
They
cookies.
said I hope not.
Better have those cookies and milk out.
Oh shit! I gotta buy cookies. Son of a bitch. That time of year again. All right, so February 1st, you guys are opening the doors. Kinda
Yes.
reopening.
They never really
doors.
closed.
All right,
Yeah.
reopening,
Yes. Rebranded.
rebranding. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Taking over the power. Yes.
I don't call it power. Power's in the people.
That's
Steve.
damn.
All
right,
right.
I was just about to say I got deep real quick. Shane just took it from to no.
True.
That's-
Well,
it is true.
The goal of the venue for us is for it to sustain itself. We're not looking to get rich off of it.
Nope.
Yeah, at some point it'd be nice to retire off of it. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But really, if the venue can sustain itself and operate itself and make enough money to stay good, then we're good. I mean, we're where we need to be at.
I just want the employees taken care of, want the music to be playing, want the food to be good, and everybody having a good time.
Absolutely.
All the nonsense, stay out there on 90.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I think that speaks volumes about you guys is that you're like, no, we're not doing this to make money. I just want to make sure the people involved are taken care of, and we want to make sure that everybody has a little bit of taste of the music and, the food and just camaraderie in general. I think that's awesome that you guys are taking that approach, because I think a lot of people will start a bar thinking, I'm going to get so many people in the door and I'm going to make so much fucking money. And you guys aren't. You're ready
I'm
to-
a realist.
Yeah.
You gotta be realistic.
I'm a realist.
Right.
I do look at the place, and I told Andrew, Jeremy knows, you guys know, been to Floyd's. I used to follow Jason Cupp a long time. I've been in the garage listening to the music. So that's what I want. I want to surpass that. I want
Yeah.
to take Floyd's and step it up to another level. I want to see the creeds coming out of that place.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and make a name for the place. So to make a name for the legacy would be a name for the people in Tallahassee and for the bands coming up, whether it be Thomasville, Dothan, whatever, in the surrounding area. So
Yeah.
because there is nowhere. I talked to a guy in Texas. Said, how 4 o'clock in the morning, 5
man,
o'clock in the
that
morning. That guy would have stopped, but he was
He was smart.
I've learned over the years to listen to people and shut up and just absorb the things that they say, because I don't. If you think you know everything, Jeremy, you know as well as I do. You done failed. So you're always going to be learning every step you take. But this guy had so many connections with country artists, rock artists out of Texas dirt road country, and out of the Austin music scene. And he just started spitting things out. I mean, I was like, I was on overload. My wife was so mad at me. God, she was so mad at me. And but the things that he told me and the questions he asked me, because he verbatim, he said, "Man, you worked on cars all your life." I said, 27 years. He said, "What in the hell are you doing?" I said, "I have no idea, but we're going to find out." So the things that I talked about, that me and Andrews talked about, the things that we want to do, actually, he said that having that perspective of being outside of this industry and looking at it in a different way, he was excited. In turn, sent me numerous people to contact in the music industry, and I'm throwing country out there because that's just one specific thing that I know.
Absolutely,
the Texas dirt road country scene is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's going to be oh dang, who's playing Saturday night or this weekend? Damn, I just completely forgot the name. They're a huge band that plays at the Shed. They play in all these different places, but they've all grown up from nothing and they don't have a label. They're just playing and they're just growing from Spotify and Apple iTunes, stuff like that. So tapping into him really got me to thinking about it. I was like, damn, man, maybe I can make this work. Maybe we got some kind of recipe to it. And he just said, keep it real. Just be straight with them and take care of the bands. The bands will take care of you and take care of the community.
absolutely.
He said, just keep it moving. I said, good idea.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's awesome. So before we close out, link to the Facebook page for the Legacy is in the description, but you guys also have a website. What's your website?
LegacyEvents.net.
Not .com.
LegacyEvents.net.
.com was taken. Shane has given me so much shit about it.
Like, who does
So
.net?
he's giving me so much shit that I'm actually going
What the hell's
to
a
try to
.net?
find who owns it and buy it off of them so that way we officially own it.
It's like .gov.
We do have legacy at the riverfront.com that redirects, but that's a lot to type out.
Yeah,
so.
just sort of shorten it.
Yeah, so I did legacyevents.net.
LegacyEvents.net.
I will buy the .com.
You know what's funny is when I went on and I bought the OTR pod website URL, I put in off the record, taken, off the record podcast, taken, off the record pod, taken. I was like,
Really?
fuck, OTR pod. And taken. It's like those people that just buy all different, you know what I
So
mean?
you had to buy it from them.
Yeah, so that we have to buy it from them. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, otrpod.com. And then it was like, yeah, no. And I'm like, fuck it, .net. And that was available. So that's what ours is too.
Yeah.
So
Well, quick.
I get it.
Quick was the venue I really wanted to be named Hippies and Cowboys.
Yeah.
So, and actually, I
Drum circle.
got the shirt on right now. So I was like, dude, boom, boom, boom. And my wife's like, dude, that's so cool. And I was like, oh, shit. Somebody's got it. It's trademarked.
well,
And I was
damn.
like, how much trouble do you get with doing that? She goes, dude, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, if you fly it under the radar, does anybody know? So
No,
if I'd have known,
people find out.
well, if I'd have known then what I know now, because at that time we were trying to get the business name, and to not sidetrack that, to finish that up, is a lot of change the wording a little bit. I could have done it, but it is
Hippies
what-
with a Z.
it was. And a good friend of ours, me and my wife's, actually come up with the name, the Legacy. I had the Riverfront, me, Andrew, and Michelle pounding for how long? Months, probably. What do you do with it? 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 And she said, "Oh, Legacy." Uh-huh. What? Legacy. And I'm like, "Oh, but damn." Okay. And that's where that ended up coming from, the Legacy.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
We definitely wanted to keep Riverfront as part of it, just because,
To know where
like
it's
we
at.
said at the beginning, like you say Riverfront, everybody here locally knows that's where it's at.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Whatever connotations it has around it, I mean, people know
River
what-
dump and
River
everything
dump,
else.
everything else. I mean, people know what it is, but the whole legacy part, legacy after Riverfront, because it is a legacy. It's gone through.
It absolutely
It's
is.
gone through a lot of changes, and when it was Riverfront, it had a long run with that. Chris has done a hell of a job, and he had a long run. He had his own legacy there too, so it was just kind of fitting.
Made sense,
to be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, it did.
Shane said that to me one day. He just hit me with it. He's like, "Legacy," and he walks off. I'm like,
I do that a lot.
"What is it? What are you talking about? Legacy, legacy."
Let it marinate.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
So, was it the weekend before, when I showed up looking like a huge asshole in a suit and limo and all that shit? the driver was like, "All right, where are we going next?" Because we were leaving downtown. We were down at Township. He's like, where are we going next? I'm like, Warrior on the River. He goes, Riverfront? And I'm like, same place. Let's do it. Let's go.
It's the truth, though. And that's
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what he remembered it as.
Yeah. And anytime I tell anybody about the venue, they're like, where is that? And I'm like, Riverfront, the old Riverfront. They're like, oh, yeah, no, we'll be there. And I'm
It's
like,
just
okay.
weird how it kind of.
Yeah,
you know.
sticks.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
some people had reservations. I mean, even Chris looked at me and went, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Look, I just thought it was. Everybody knows that whether you got knocked out in a place or whether you got kicked out the side door,
We got knocked
whether-
out or knocked up.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you knew where it was, and that's 20 years ago in the passing. I mean, that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's a
our
long
turn to
time.
make the Riverfront and the Legacy completely different than what it was. So, no riffraff and keep it simple and.
I will say that I've been there easily 75 times and I've never been stabbed.
Nope, I have not.
Never been
I
stabbed.
have been kicked out 3 times.
Or knocked up.
Not that either.
Never been knocked up there.
Yep.
A township.
You were kicked out. You were banned.
I
You were
was
banned.
banned 3 times. Literally.
They're like, the only way we're going to let you back is to buy the place. You're like, all right.
Hold the beer.
Hold it for a long time.
Gauntlet picked up.
Absolutely.
Now you can go back and be like, look, motherfucker.
I mean, I sat there and scratched my head and went, what in the hell? I remember my face being right up there.
I talked to Andrew. He said he'll still kick you out.
He probably will.
Absolutely.
Like, you're number one. You got to represent. You gotta-
His face is going back on the wall.
I'll go to the back porch.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
And yeah,
Appreciate
thank you
your
guys
time.
for coming and
No, thank
hanging
you guys
out.
for
All this,
Absolutely.
asking us out.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Definitely.
And
Awesome.
yeah, I can't wait to see all the great things that you guys are going to be filtering in through the venue and all the badass music that you guys are going to be
It's going to take a
throwing
village.
in there. Oh,
It's going to
absolutely.
take a
Yeah.
village.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all's help, everybody's help,
Yes.
getting this thing moving.
Hell
Yeah, if you
Let's
got-
put it on the map, man. That's all
And
I'm.
all you
Put it on
bands out there, if you need help getting in touch with these guys, let us know. We can help. We can filter through some stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
also
That's what
have
we're here
our
for.
email, the booking at legacyevents.net.
Not .com? No, it's not. I'm just kidding.
I like to switch that up.
.net.
You're never
I'm
going to hear
I'm
the end
I'm
of
I'm
it.
going to buy it. Don't worry. I'm going to buy it. It's $70 just to have somebody connect with the person that
Don't
owns
worry about
Damn.
it.
Jesus.
it. Yes, I was like,
Yeah.
what?
It's
That
a
guy
racket.
makes money just
Oh,
to
yeah.
connect you with somebody else
It's a
that actually owns it. I'm like, why can't I just talk?
We'll
to
just
them?
we'll
You know-
find an end around on
But
it.
I have no idea how. The problem is, you have no idea how much money that guy's asking for.
Yeah.
It's just a
Could be
finder's
$100,000.
It could
It's
be.
a finder's fee. So
Yeah,
it could be
find out.
$100.
And
it
it's-
could be $5,000.
It's funny you said that because the same thing with NFL team, the Washington Redskins, when they went through that transition, they
Yep.
were trying to find that name and they were like, well, this guy owns that and this guy owns that one and this guy owns that one too. And
Mm-hmm.
you got to buy it from him in order to have it, just to have the trademark of a name that they were looking at. And it was.
Well, that's why I was concerned about the legacy of the Riverfront to get it and snatch it up as quick as we could, because all it took was somebody to hear
Yeah.
that, oh, they're going to go do this, and then boop, and they get it and they
Mhm.
say, I want $5,000. It's like, oh, so that's why we kind of pushed on it as quick as possible because people are like that.
Yeah, they are.
It's all about making money.
I don't see nothing wrong with the .net. What's wrong with the .net?
Nothing wrong.
I don't
I
get it.
don't have any
No,
problem
nothing
with
wrong
it.
with .net. It's just
He just
Once
wants to give
it
him
gets
shit.
through the Google algorithms, because this guy doesn't even type in it in the web address. He just goes to Google and types in
better Google it.
legacyevents.net.
Most
Yeah.
people do.
Shit don't come up.
It's
Yeah,
not, you know, there's SEO marketing. There's a
I
whole bunch of
get
other
it.
stuff that's got to go into it to get it on the top page
Yeah.
of Google.
Whatever it takes.
I know some stuff in SEO marketing. So if you need help with SEO,
Whatever it takes.
you just let me know.
Exactly.
Reviews. We need podcast reviews.
Yeah,
Yes.
we do.
Yes.
We have one 5-star review with no words.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know if they were like true.
Well-
that might have been me. Did I do
They were just
that?
speechless.
there you go.
Absolutely speechless.
We do have one from Buck who gave
I
us a
got you one.
5-star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, we need some reviews.
Well, there's
That's
three.
the thing.
4.
I went to your Facebook to try to give y'all a review too, just so you would have one on your Facebook.
Did
But
you go to .net or .com?
well, to your
.org. It didn't even show up. This whole thing is a farce.
What? I was going to do a .info.
Oh, shit.
It's your fault.
That's hilarious.
They have .everything now.
They really do.
I think they have a .sex.
They do.
Yeah.
They have a dot
Ooh,
sex.
really?
Yeah.
OTR
Not that
dot
one.
sex.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
They have a what was the other one I saw? .ie. They have like little like random, and I'm like,
And all the
okay.
Random
countries.
stuff.
All
Yeah,
the countries, DE for Germany and all them.
Yeah.
fucking Uganda.
Right? I'm really glad the kids in Papua New Guinea are going to be able to catch this episode.
Yeah, they'll probably be banned.
Yeah.
Something.
The 320 countries. It's going to be
Facebook banned me for saying penis. I said penis on a post, and then they took my comment down and said
And
you
now we
can't
just
say
got-
penis.
now
Well,
we
you
just
just
got
messed
comments.
this podcast.
Penis.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
banned.
well, no, I
Yeah, we're
commented
canceled.
and said multiple times in a long thread, and they didn't do anything to that one.
Hold on, so I can cut this apart later. Jade, what's your favorite food? Cut. Okay.
There it is.
I'm here for it.
Mix it around. I needed that on the.
Created a monster.
There it is.
I'm here for it.
No one's safe.
Ever. Oh God. What if you did our very first episode, not the holiday edition?
I'm talking about the one where there was all just audio, like no video.
We should go back and do the
With
audio ones.
I want to
The one
piggyback
that-
ride from Dee Snider.
Yes, the one that you were a guest on before you became a permanent.
Oh, is that still out there?
Yeah, somewhere. I can find
I thought the internet like deleted that because it was just.
I can
Like, what
find
the
it.
fuck is this clown talking about?
It might be in our drive. I can find it.
A lot of Merry Christmases in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you gotta go through.
Oh,
some-
yeah. Comment. Okay, I forgot. See,
Merry
I'm so
Christmas.
used to you doing this. That.
Come on.
All right. Jen says they are coming back, but not as we know them. Hell yeah. Talking about Dharmata? Hell yeah. Having them come back, but not. Ooh, now I'm excited.
Interesting.
That's a teaser.
Hell yeah. Tammy says, thank you for sharing your story and vision. Support the local scene. Happy holidays. Y'all stay safe and try to stay warm over the weekend.
You as well.
Tammy says, fantastic. Thanks for sharing. Jen says, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And sex.
Dot sex.
Merry,
Dot sex.
Merry
Dot
Christmas.
sex.
Dot sex.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure if you're a band, if you need to get in touch with Legacy, email again.
Booking at legacyevents.
.net.
So be sure, hit them up. Let them know you want to be a part of the venue. If you can't find it, can't remember it, Facebook is linked in the description, or you can contact us. We'll put you in touch with them.
And
And
this is
off the record.
podcast.
Sayonara.
I like what you did there.
y'all.
See what you did there, Rob? I see you.
Everybody's still seeing you. I haven't hit the thing yet.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.